Hello, we are the group 8. We choose the third topic and we decided to analyze a company of Alibaba Group with DingTalk. As you can see, we have four parts. January 2018, Alibaba's team created a social media which focused on improving the efficiency of cooperation in a firm in response to the problems of large enterprises, especially internet companies, remote office work, online work difficulties. They gave a series of solutions. After 5 years of development and accumulation, it has become the most commonly used social media for Chinese companies today. As mentioned before, DingDing has achieved great success in China. 200,000 developers have settled on the DingDing platform with 300,000 enterprise applications, over 200 million users, and so on. This useful application has five functions: organization, contacts, communication, Ding calendars, conference call, and smart work. So this social media has also attracted the attention of a new star. 4 years ago, the first store of Hema Fresh has opened, and the app was launched at the same time. Hema Fresh has oven fresh and characteristic products meet the needs of users to eat anytime, anywhere, both delicious and cooked food, which lets clients experience safe, nutritious, healthy, convenient, and affordable concept. The biggest difference from traditional retail is that Hema uses big data, mobile internet, intelligent Internet of Things, automation, and other technologies and advanced equipment to achieve the optimal matching between people, goods, and yards, from supply chain storage to distribution. In the 2019 Forbes China's Most Innovative Enterprise list, Hema ranked first. In addition to its own innovation advantages, Hema's success is also inseparable from efficiency. Intelligent management within a company as two different companies in the same Alibaba group. Let's take a look at how Hema used DingDing to achieve excitement.
Now I will introduce the Hema Fresh case. Hema Fresh initial purpose of using DingDing was to manage multiple stores in different places and improve the efficiency of work and communication. Before the company used DingDing, there were many problems in managing stores and communicating with subordinates. First of all, Hema is a company that produces fresh produce and catering. Some employees need to work in the processing room every day, but the mobile phone signal in the processing room is not good. When a colleague calls, it is often the case that the call you dial is temporarily unavailable. Poor communication sometimes affects the efficiency of the transfer and affects the collaboration of front and rear personnel. Second, in the past, traditional time and attendance machines were used in stores, and fingerprinting was very troublesome. Many fresh processors have swollen fingers because of long-term exposure to seawater, and it is inevitable that they may get burns when they are caught fresh. Third, there are many employees, so the quality and schedule of daily work is very difficult to evaluate. After using DingDing Office software, these problems have been solved. DingDing's internet phone function is particularly good. As long as it is connected to the Wi-Fi in the store, you can make calls, and the call is clear and the signal is stable. And as long as it is connected to Wi-Fi, the system can automatically check in for employees. All employees will send a diary log so that everyone can understand the work plans and progress of other colleagues in the team. And the staff of the late shift can directly see the work of the colleagues in the shift. Daily operational data can now be quickly aggregated and sales performance completed in each region at a glance.
In addition, DingTalk also provides a unique Ding function. When an employee encounters an emergency, the Ding function can support 3 ways of notifying others with 3 free ways. For example, when the cashier of Hema encountered a cash register failure, they could notify the technical department through DingTalk, and the technician quickly come to debug the machine to solve the problem. The Ding function allows employees to quickly communicate the message and resolve the problem as soon as possible. At the same time, employees can also use DingTalk to transfer fields and share information in timely manner. As long as the group is not dissolved, the fields will not be invalidated. The log function allows everyone in the HEMA team to understand the work plans and the progress of other colleagues, and to clearly understand the status of the workbench so as to better hand over work with colleagues. Finally, its created red envelopes help the director of HEMA Fresh to motivate outstanding employees by issuing exclusive red envelopes, while also improving the relationship between leaders and employees. In a word, DingTalk has helped employees better interact through its powerful online features.
DingTalk has four stages of development. The first stage is mainly internal communication to reduce the cost of communication of enterprise, such as using the free core, and the second stage is collaborative office. The purpose is to improve the efficiency of collaborative office. The third phase is pay more attention to differentiation industry customization, allowing industry application service provider to be on their own platform to meet personalized needs. Currently in the first stage, the trend is intelligent offline, combining intelligent hardware and office software. With Alibaba's strong operation and promotion capabilities, in the past 5 years, it has the largest share in the mobile office market. DingDing's main competitor in the Chinese market is WeChat Work. It is similar to DingDing in many basic functions. It also adds some WeChat functions. For example, a sales use WeChat Work to contact with the customer. WeChat Work pays attention to the part of the consumer contact. However, DingDing has more function. Taking the needs of manager as the core, DingDing has a more thoughtful and complex market share as a larger user group. And another biggest competitor is Slack. Slack's channel divided events and people naturally by definition. Different from the social tour and the business social tour, Slack only includes works. This platform provides 65 tours and services such as email, SMS, Google Drive. As a user of Slack, the biggest experience is that Slack can bring you a focused work experience. Meaningless meeting and top list discussion will only distract work and reduce employer productivity. What we should learn from Slack is to really help users solve problems through product design, so to build a good positive feedback from the team.
So when an enterprise is faced with the choice of whether to implement an NS, it is usually necessary to consider multiple factors. For example, a specific project or activity, the degree of the acceptance by employee, the financial value, and employees' ethical issues. Even the size of the company and the complex relationship of the company's internal process must also be taken into considerations. If the company decided to adopt IS, then there are the following aspects to consider: making, buying, and outsourcing. First of all, cost considerations are applicable to all three due to the differences in the needs of the company. The cost changes accordingly. The benefit of the make is that they can obtain absolute control so that the security will be improved, and it is also brings a certain degree of superiority to the company. Sometimes companies choose to make their own INS for various political and social reasons. Due to the lack of the professional technical experts and IS quality issue, companies may decide to purchase IS directly. Outsourcing is being accepted by more and more enterprises as another way. Not only can it effectively reduce costs, business also get more time and more resources. Next, I will analyze why HEMA chose DingTalk as ESM. Firstly, the needs of the enterprises. Hema is facing problems such as poor store phone signals, difficulty in emphasizing the daily work quality and the process of employees, and difficulty in traditional checking. Hema and DingTalk belong to the Alibaba Group. DingTalk will also be the best choice for Hema because the information between enterprises is shared in the Alibaba Group. There's no direct competition between the two, and the data and information security of the enterprise is also guaranteed. And Hema is completely exempt from the charge. The similar company management structure ensure that DingTalk can also be quickly applied to Hema, saving times and resources.
Next, my part will explain the role of DingDing in Hema's business intelligence. As an office communication tool in the workplace, DingDing is very powerful, and at the same time, DingDing also helps Hema to achieve business intelligence from the following three aspects. First of all, DingDing added connotation of internet and online thinking, refined daily department management, and help Hema to realize online and refined transformation. Secondly, DingDing uses the intelligent screen projection system, which is using the internet to achieve a large screen office, to realize the digital process of Hema's internal communication and expand the scope of its influence. Finally, the launch of the intelligent personnel function allows manager to uniformly manage employees' attendance, leave, transfer, entries, departure, promotion within the system. This makes the process of personnel management simple and helps Hema to realize the intelligence of enterprise management. In the process of enterprise business intelligence, there are two important conditions. First, the core business must be online and all the business process must be software-sized. The core business online means to achieve internet connectivity and complete the core business of the enterprise online. On this base, enterprise should also implement SaaS, which is the software as a service, so that the business process can be tracked on the internet. Through functions such as intelligent personnel management and intelligent screen projection system, DingDing has helped Hema to complicate the online core business. In the near future, we must focus on the development of SaaS service, and then through the artificial intelligence technology, DingDing can better help Hema to achieve business intelligence. DingDing's powerful feature allow it to help the company gradually realize the business intelligence not only in the retail industry involved in Hema. DingDing also helps different companies achieve intelligence in different industries. First, the education industry, then the retail estate industry, and the medical industry.
Now we will talk about the future of talk. As a company's internal software, after leaving the company, employees cannot view the relevant records of the individual at the time of employment. Maybe in the future, DingTalk can make some optimizations. For example, keeping some personal records of employees after employee leave, such as attendance records and etc. After all, these records are personal and will not harm the company's interest. At the same time, DingTalk lacks the function of converting offline status, so that employees will receive work messages in different way when they are off work. For the boss, the efficiency of company has been enhanced, but compared to its competitor Enterprise WeChat, it lacks some humanity. DingTalk should optimize at this point, set the off-work status so that employees have a private and independent off-time break. This can also maintain the motivation of the employees to a certain extent while optimizing the user experience. On the other hand, Slack's functions are concise and there are section classifications. so that employees in specific categories can understand more about what is happening in their own categories and what needs to be resolved. This is also a function that DingTalk does not currently implement. In the future, DingTalk wants to have bolder development and attract more users. It should target overseas. As a tool product, DingTalk's international development perspective are very broad. For example, those major companies that conduct global trading through the Alibaba platform can be potential users of DingTalk in the future. If DingTalk can be bundled with core functions such as e-commerce, payment, translation, and business process, there will produce greater stickiness and huge development space, and eventually have the opportunity to successful enter overseas markets. Well, this is our conclusion. Thank you for your watching.